Hello YouTube, just another real quick project video. This is actually a abrasive chop saw stand that I built. It's one of the first things that I built for my home metalworking stuff. And this is back when I really didn't know if I was that serious about it, wanting to invest the money, so I was trying to be as cheap as I could. And this thing, it's been almost 10 years now, it still works fine. So the way this is built, this is not my design. I copied some designs I saw out working with other people at my job. But you can see here, the saw is simply mounted to an angle iron frame that's just a little bit larger than the saw base, and that just sits inside of there. And at the four corners, you'll see I got some half pipe couplers put in there. They're cut at a 5-degree angle so that these legs come down with a slight angle to them, and it's a little bit wider at the bottom. Now you can do whatever angle you want. I used 5 degrees and it works fine. These legs are just 3/4 inch galvanized or black iron pipe. I don't remember which. I think they were galvanized and I just painted them to match. So yeah, build yourself a frame. That frame's built out of bed frame angle iron. So the only money I have into this is the $1 cheap spray paint that I bought to paint it, which is definitely taking some nicks. So here's a side view. It works great. One nice thing why I like this design, you can fit the saw into a tight space. If you need to pack it up and travel, you can just unscrew these 4 legs and it packs up into a nice small space. And the other thing, if you're not set up on perfectly flat ground, you can screw the legs in and out a little bit up at these couplers up here, and it won't rock around as much. It's light and easy to move. One thing I did later, I actually tacked this saw right to it. Not pretty, but it worked, and the reason for that is I needed to cut about a couple hundred pieces exactly the same length. So I clamped a stop to this base right here and cut my pieces. All of them turned out perfect, but if the saw is loose in that frame, the stop wouldn't have worked. So yeah, real quick, did some stick tacks. That's a $60 chop saw there. Chop saws don't do a very good job anyway, so I just bought the cheapest one I could get, and 10 years later it's still working, but I have had to tear it apart and make parts and stuff to keep it running. So I don't know, I mostly just use it for coping pipes now so I don't damage other saws. But so yeah, hopefully that helps you. These saws work great if it's not being set up in a permanent setup. If you're cutting angles, of course, you need to be able to turn the saw, so this is lightweight and easy to do that. And it breaks down into a pretty small piece so that it packs up nicely. And so yeah, if you were just starting out, don't have a lot of money to spend, you could build this frame with stuff you could find free or cheap, and it'll work just fine. Alright, thanks for watching.